Welcome to another episode of These Men Get on My Goddamn Nerves. I took the screenshot from a video of a woman who posted about her, I think, baby daddy or husband. I'm not really clear on it. I cut the baby's face out of the shot because she was holding the baby, but she said, me sitting on a chair 1 hour after I gave birth and my baby daddy taking a nap on the bed I gave birth on, him thinking he needed to sleep more than me when I had just gave birth and endured hours of labor. I ended up waking him up, which led to him fighting, leaving the hospital to then cheat on me again. First, I want to say I am extremely proud of her because there's two things I've learned to do as a content creator, which I always check the page to make sure it's not rage bait. And then I also check to look for a video defending him, and there was none, and she actually left him. This is a rarity, and I'm so proud of her. So let's continue to discuss. The things that happen in that screenshot really happen. I've experienced this with my abusive ex-husband. I left him in 2008. I had just given birth. I remember I still had to come home and cook, clean, and do laundry. I remember our second child, I had just given birth and I was struggling to bend over to pick up something, and he made fun of me and wouldn't help me. And before you start screaming, why did you have a second child with him? I was young. And I left him in 2008. Calm the fuck down. But things like this happen to women all the time. And they post videos about this kind of stuff all the time. But unfortunately, they don't always leave like that woman did. This is one reason why I will never propose to a man. Because what men don't understand is, and it's been proven, this is fact, women bring value to the relationship. Women are often tasked with doing the most physical and emotional labor in the relationship. Even if you don't do cooking and cleaning, you're still doing the emotional labor of being with him. We are the prize. We are more valuable. So why is the prize proposing to the person who's trying to win the prize? It makes absolutely no sense at all. But she had literally given birth. I'm not even sure she's supposed to be like actually sitting on a hard ass chair, because them hospital chairs be hard. A lot of times you might need to sit on a little inflatable bun or cushion or something. There's shit going on. You're bleeding. It's insane. She needed to be laying down and resting. He thought he needed more rest than her. For doing what? They really think that their existence is an honor. They really think that simply existing means that they've earned respect and that they've earned, it's insane. And then when she tries to wake him up like, hey, I really want to, lay down and get some rest, he gets mad at her for asking for something that she quite literally needs. And then he goes and cheats. Now, what I will say about this, I made a video on this a while ago, about how when men cheat in these relationships, they do it because they can. They do it also because the thrill of trying to get away with it, trying to hide it. They think this person is new and exciting. And it's only new and exciting because y'all have not started paying bills. Y'all have not shared a house together. Y'all have not done laundry together. The realism of life has not hit y'all yet. Y'all are still running around hiding behind bushes and whatnot. That seems exciting because you have no real responsibilities to each other. And then oftentimes in those relationships, once reality sets in, that's when those relationships fizzle and they either cheat with the person that they were cheating on at first, or they find somebody else to cheat on the new person with. These men think that their life is so hard. This woman told me that her husband cheated on her because she didn't respect him. She didn't get him. She didn't understand him. And I'm sure that same man never initiated conversation, was never vulnerable with her, was never willing to go to therapy, wouldn't so much as get a fucking journal, but is blaming her for the reason why he's cheating. They always have to make it your fault. Anyway, if you are in a relationship and a man is constantly putting his needs above yours, you can't even be sick without him pestering you about what's for dinner and when you're going to do this and that for the kids. You can't leave and go to the grocery store without him calling you a million times saying, when are you coming back? You can't take a nap. You can't do anything for yourself. You cannot rest and recuperate. You cannot take care of yourself. But he always manages to rest and relax and recuperate and take care of himself. He can leave the house whenever he wants to. If you were in that kind of situation, he does not love you. He is with you because he is benefiting from being with you. And he is too chicken to simply be a man and say, you know what, this isn't working for me. Let's either A, fix it, or B, let's get divorced. But they'll just stay with you and get whatever you're providing, free meals, a whole, emotional labor, money in some unfortunate cases. I worked with this guy years ago. He was literally cheating on his wife. He went to get something to eat and said he was flirting with the cashier and got her number. And I was like, what are you doing? And I said, if you are so unhappy, because he went on this monologue about how unhappy he was. And I said, if you're so unhappy, then why not go out on your own and just be by yourself? Why cheat on her and hurt her in this way? And he goes, well, I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want her family to be mad at me. I don't want to be seen as the bad guy. A lot of men are with you because of an image that they want to uphold. A lot of these men saying they want a wife and children, they don't want to be husbands and they don't want to be fathers. They just want the social currency of being praised for being a husband and a father. They want those things just like a kid wants a puppy. They like the look of it. They want to play with it every now and then, but they don't want the responsibility of actually taking care of it. Ain't no way he should have his big ass in that goddamn bed. Ain't no way. That should not have even been a thought that crossed his mind. My abusive ex-husband claimed he needed to leave the hospital to go take a nap or do whatever he had to do. And I didn't want to be by myself. But him getting rest, probably going to cheat, was more important than being a support system for me. It should be mutual support. It should be reciprocal love and support in the relationship. And what happens so many times is women, we will give our all. We will be accommodating. We will be flexible. We will be understanding. We will be supportive. We will be the biggest cheerleader when they need to be encouraged. But none of that is reciprocated towards us. And we will carry that whole relationship on our back. And we will lie to ourselves and we will lie to our friends and we will lie on social media about how amazing of a person this guy is when he is trash. A friend on a friendship, non-romantic level would not do something like that. If they are a good friend, they would not do something like that. Olivia Dean has a song, and a line in the song says, you wouldn't do that to a friend, let alone the one you love. I promise you, if his homeboy was in the hospital for some kind of surgery, he would not asked to be in that bed. He would not complain about needing more rest. He would not complain about needing more sleep. If he himself was in the hospital for something, he would not allow his wife to get up in that bed. He would sit there and rest and recuperate. I'm so proud of this woman because more women need to realize, hey, this man does not like me. I've given it the old college try, and he still doesn't like me. Let me make a safe plan to get out of this situation instead of lingering on, pulling all the weight and hoping that he's going to change, which he is not going to do. He's not going to change. No matter how much you cry, beg, pray, try to make him feel guilty, it's not going to work. Y'all have to be able to y'all have to be willing to let these men go.